Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5. 3, sir. 3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, oh. Don't turn it out till it get no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is the last one and I'm gonna see it go. I am not afraid of the storm.
You know, I know I'm starting to get old when.
You win.
When?
Win.
I went and held. So, mind you, it was 90 degrees yesterday and like 200% humidity, but
Yeah. So damn near felt.
I know I'm getting old. When after I help somebody move, I need to take 2 days to recover.
Yeah, you're starting to hit that. You're starting to crest into old man world.
I am getting into that age.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know what's like.
kind of there.
I woke up today and I couldn't sit up. Really?
Hurting that bad, huh?
It was that bad? And then it got to the point like,
Take a hot shower and
yeah, no, I didn't. Like,
you should have taken like a hot shower
I sent
or
a-
bathed in Epsom salt. That usually
I
helps
sent
too.
a message to one of the guys at work, like, "Hey, I'm not going to be there." And then my boss, who actually is like, we work at a satellite location, so the guy that was there was the guy that was technically running it while the manager's away. And then the boss called me and was like, "Hey, you can't be doing this." I'm like, "Dude, I can't move." Literally on the phone with him, I tried to stand up and my legs were like just trembling underneath my feet. I'm like, God, I am really not doing good today.
It's a wild night right there if your legs are still trembling.
Well, it was all just a lot of heat. A lot of heat. So much water loss. I lost so much.
Did you
fluid
have
last-
peanuts and some
Yesterday,
protein?
I lost so much fluid.
This is so bad. Anyway, welcome to Defenders Live, Mojo 50. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Go to doaeshow.com for everything that is the Defenders. You can find us on all the social medias, primarily on the Facebooks, the Twitters, the MeWes, all of them at DOAE Show. Use the hashtag ArmYourselves.
Yes, that is the case.
It is the case. We are on iHeartRadio as well. That's the other thing we failed to mention, but kind of our biggest thing is...
We are on iHeartRadio. We are a radio program.
Yeah. So you
mean-
may have videos, as we tend to push a lot of those, but we are. We are the podcasts, or not podcasts, we're a radio show on a legit radio station.
Correct.
And you can find us on iHeartRadio through Mojo 50. So, anyways.
Anywho's.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I don't know. Maybe you are. Oh, yeah. By the way, if you won
If
the
you
raffle,
won-
you have until next Tuesday to.
Do we have that number
claim
again?
it. Not off the top of my head.
I don't. You know what? I don't either. That's.
Oh wait,
mine.
yes, I do. I got it.
Oh, you do have it right there.
I got it right here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to repost that again.
That's 534-149. 534-149. If you won,
If you're holding that lucky ticket,
you have to claim it before next week, or
Yeah.
else we're just gonna pull another ticket
get on the ball.
out of the middle of nowhere.
Get on the ball.
So before we get started and running through everything, I do want to tell you guys a little bit about some cat coolers.
Yeah, cat coolers are nice.
They are really good.
They're so nice.
I want one. So
I
much.
want one too.
So much.
I wonder if Santa Claus will bring me one this year.
Oh, that'd be good.
Probably not.
No, I think the tax man will bring me one though. Tax man might bring me one.
Taxman's a coming.
Cat coolers are amazing.
They are.
They are rugged. They keep your ice cold for up to 7 days. They're made in the United States. They're fully customizable. They come in 5 different colors. It's amazing.
Old Man River.
Yes. I feel like old man. I'm
That's-
not. I'm
I
not
know,
even
that's-
joking, dude. Like I am so tired.
I know.
Right now.
I
heard
it's bad when
it's
I'm
tired, and you're the one talking about Old Man River.
when I'm the one pushing things out the front door. You're
That's
just
not
kinda-
good.
No, it's not.
It's not good at all.
Heck is it? No,
I
it's-
don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know.
hold on. But let's just.
But wait! There's more!
Thank you. Not only that, but these guys have a lifetime warranty. What does that mean? Well, it
does that
means
mean?
it doesn't matter what you do to it. If you break it, they'll give you a new one.
Like a brand new one.
Brand new one.
Brand new one.
Yeah, right out of the box. Because it's a box. Get it? It's a joke.
I get it, but wouldn't it come in a box?
It is in a box.
It's a cooler in a box.
Yes.
That's a.
No,
No.
we're not going to go there. Go to catcoolers.com. Catcoolers.com. Use the promo code Steven, 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 and you get 10% off on the discount. That's catcoolers.com. Promo code Steven, 10% off.
There you go. You got the last little speed, and now it's over.
Yes. So,
All right.
Robert Francis O'Rourke.
Old Bobby
Bobby
boy.
Boucher.
He does look like he could pass off as Water Boy, doesn't he?
A little bit.
My mama told me.
Except for he sounds like freaking Obama. He sounds like Obama.
My mama told me that
Thank you. You have that inflection at the end.
alligators are ornery because they got all in teeth and no toothbrush.
yeah.
So, Democratic presidential candidate Robert Francis O'Rourke criticized opponents of his recent proposal for the federal government to seize firearms from American citizens.
Yeah, he did. We
He-
played that audio. By
Yeah,
the way.
we did. But he argues
Of course he does.
that the warning
Mm-hmm.
that it could lead to violence in a people.
What? Wait a minute. What warning? The him warning and saying we're going to take him away from you is the what will cause to.
I've got a quote here. Maybe it'll help.
Okay. Let's,
He on the Daily Beast on Wednesday. He was having a conversation and he said, "I just think that the kind of language and rhetoric is not helpful. It becomes self-fulfilling. You have people on TV who are almost giving you permission to be violent and saying, you know, this is going to happen."
who? Okay, hold on. There's so much about this. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so hold on. So
Go ahead.
self-fulfilling. It becomes self-fulfilling. What becomes self-fulfilling?
Apparently, what he's saying is gun violence is self-fulfilling. He's saying that gun violence is self-fulfilling because he's trying to take your guns away, and the people who are saying it's a bad idea to take your guns away because it's just gonna lead into more violence and people fighting each other because they don't want their guns taken away, that it's actually going to lead into more violence because people don't want their guns taken away.
So is he saying that what is that really a long way to the well of him saying he probably should not have said out loud that we want to take your guns?
No, it's the exact opposite. It's the long way to the well to tell people, shut up and let me do what I'm going to do.
Because it will lead to violence anyway.
Because it's going to lead to violence, but if you keep saying it, it's going to be even more violent.
This guy is such an idiot.
Yes.
He's so stupid.
Yes.
It becomes self-fulfilling. You have people on TV who are almost giving you permission to be violent. I hate to say this, Bobby, but isn't that your people? And by your people, I mean, isn't that your party? Aren't you guys the ones who sit there and advocate for, you know, what was it? I'm trying to think specifically. There's so many to choose from. I can't.
Every single thing that's not.
Dear God,
Correct.
there's like the more I'm thinking about it, like
let's just
everything.
put it-
Antifa comes from you people.
Let's just put it this way. When Meghan McCain has more balls than you,
Oh,
there's a problem. See, she put out
ooh, I'm sure she does.
on the 5th
Gross.
in a tweet that Beto...
Ew.
Beto is the only man in all of Texas that would revise the "come and take it" to "please come and take it."
God. That's just. Look. Better, like, Bobby is. I'm ready for him to be out of the race. Mm-hmm. I really am ready for him to be out of the race. Because he's such a moron. Because I said this when we played his stuff before.
Yes.
Okay. And he's, I guess, implying it right now. But when you turn around and you tell people we're going to dramatically and suddenly change your way of life, yeah, you're going to have some pissed off people. That's just how it is. Now, it's not to say that, eventually times change. Things do change. What happens when primarily all the jobs become robotic? What happens? That changes everything that we're used to. But that's a gradual change. That's we have time to get there kind of thing.
I mean, we've only just begun.
Is this the real life? Or is this just fantasy?
Oh, okay. You're going that way.
Caught in a landslide?
All right, fine.
No
Fine.
escape from reality?
Nope,
Okay.
none at all.
Well, open your eyes.
Okay.
Look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy. No, I'm sorry. No.
That was one of Robert Francis O'Rourke's claims.
That was it, actually. Look, like I said, change is coming, but you can't look at everybody and go, when I'm president, I'm taking all of your crap. It doesn't work very well.
No.
Especially when it comes to
I'm going to give
the
you a
name
bunch
guns.
of free stuff.
No.
I'm going to give you a whole lot of free stuff.
That's crappy free stuff, by the way, too. It's
But-
not good.
But in return, you need to give me all of your weapons.
I'm telling you, and I called it. I'll call it again. Till the day I die on that one.
Mm-hmm.
You try to suddenly and forcefully take guns out of the hands of Americans, and you will have a literal physical world civil war again. You think the stuff that's going on now is bad between Antifa and what is it, the South? What are they called?
You warmonger.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, because that's what I want.
All you want is for people to die.
Yup, that's it, because I love it when, I love it when people die. That's why I try to push so hard to stop abortion,
Right.
because I want them to live long enough to get killed by someone else.
Yes, exactly.
That's my plan.
They have to at least have a few days in the air.
Because secretly what happens is I'm putting life insurance policies on every one of them.
Every single one of them.
It gets expensive at first, but the payout in the end is going to be nice.
Actually, it's only like $10 a month.
Well, but I'm saying when you multiply that by like
Millions.
6,000 people, 6 million people, price gets a little steep.
little
However, when the payout is approximately $100,000 to $200,000 per person,
No big deal.
that's pretty good when you think
Yeah.
about it. Anyway,
No big deal.
so
So,
that's we're done with Bobby.
well,
Kind of.
can I ask you a question?
You can. I'm afraid to answer it, but go ahead.
Are you going to let wild horses take you away?
Oh God.
Wild horses.
I hadn't even thought of that one either. The whole time we were staring at this article, I never crossed my mind. Not once.
See,
that's why
I'm here.
Son of 1-0 Steven. Dang.
Don't worry.
Dang darn dang.
If you are concerned, this is from the Daily Wire, but they're talking about a CNN article. It says CNN is here to report that if you're concerned, there is no need to worry.
Mm-hmm.
The wild horses have been evading hurricanes for 500 years. And they know what to do.
Okay.
They're talking about the horses that are wild on the Outer Banks.
Yes, the ones that actually, if you get out, and this is
If you
also
get to the
referring
Outer Banks, you can watch them run.
Yeah, there's in case you aren't aware, there's a hurricane literally like
Bearing
right off our
down.
coast.
Yeah, right now.
It's raining.
Which,
cats
by the way,
and
we're
dogs
good.
outside.
We're okay here.
Clearly, because we're
fine.
here.
We're fine.
But anyway, yeah, Hurricane Dorian is like right over
That way.
that way.
It's
yeah,
that way.
it's over there.
Yeah.
And coming in hot. Well, actually, he's not. He's taking a sweet time. But anyway,
Sweet.
there
time.
is actually there are a bunch of wild horses that live on the Outer Banks, and they run from island to island, and they're allowed to do that. And what they actually tell you is that if you go out, especially out like Moorhead in Elizabeth City in that area, they will tell you. I know they will tell you. There's billboards everywhere that say, hey, you may want to feed the horses, and they may even come up to you.
Do
Do
not feed the horses.
Because it turns around and says, because then you actually end up killing them, because supposedly they're so wild that they are untouched, necessarily by people, and therefore if you
Start feeding them food.
then they become can actually get sick and die.
Right,
Supposedly.
because the food that you're feeding them is so much worse than actual natural food that they eat already.
yeah, it's weird. But anyway,
You can actually kill their digestive systems and really hurt them.
yeah. So these are the horses, and they're beautiful to run. Watch them run. Oh, it's gorgeous. I've seen it like 100 times. Love it.
The running of the horses.
The running of the horses. They had to do it every year. It's a big deal.
It's great.
come out if you want to hang out. We'll go down there with you.
We'll go
Okay.
down and visit.
We'll
I
make
mean,
it a big thing.
I'm good with the Outer Banks. You good with the Outer Banks?
It's only 2 hours, two and a half
That's not
hours.
too
Well,
bad.
from here it's
Well,
about
from
3.
here it's about 3, but still.
But still, it's right now 64. No biggie.
You
But
see-
anyway,
you
the
see,
point.
They're likely to ride out the winds, just as their ancestors did before
Mm-hmm.
them, in huddles, butts to the wind. They whistle because it works.
That's disgusting. Because everybody wants to stand downwind from a horse fart. But the point is, the point that we're bringing this up, the reason why we're laughing and dragging this out so god awful long, thank you, is because of the fact that. So there was an article that we did not
Talk
run
about
tonight,
right.
where a one Robert Francis O'Rourke,
Oh, that guy.
that guy, had made the comment that if you eat meat and drink,
Oh no.
no,
That's not Francis.
that wasn't. Oh, that
That's not
that was Buttigieg.
That's Buttigieg.
That's right. I'm
And-
sorry.
and
I got
that's-
my douchebag politics mixed up.
That's Buttigieg. So
I apologize. Douchebag politics. Still same thing. They're both running for president.
Yes,
it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
sure.
But anyway, same.
I mean,
same white guy.
same guy.
Same white guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. He said if you're eating meat and you drink from plastic straws,
Yes.
then you are part of the climate change problem.
Right. Who was then subsequently videotaped and recorded eating pork chops at a state fair
Yes.
from the bone.
Yes,
He likes eating off the bone.
he does.
He really does. That's a
Hey.
hey. And
Hey,
also
girl,
drinking
hey.
drinking out of a plastic cup,
Huh.
out of a plastic straw.
You don't say.
Yes.
Well, so the point that we're trying to bring out is that between Robert Francis and between Buttigieg and between all these guys, they're basically
And
implying
CNN.
that there's all of these that it's man's fault, primarily American.
It's a man.
It's the man's man. It's America's fault that
America.
that all of these problems. Remember the article that we read yesterday about the guy the priest saying how we need to stop hurricanes and tornadoes
Yes.
and all those things
as a pro-life thing.
as a pro-life thing. So if climate change
Yes.
is what caused the hurricanes and the tornadoes and all these things, then how is it that the horses have been invading
Not
hurricanes?
evading.
That's what I said, evading
Yeah. Okay.
hurricanes for 500 years.
Yeah.
SUVs have not been around for 500 years.
Are you saying that hurricanes have been here before mankind was affecting climate?
Yes.
How
Yes.
dare you?
I
How
know.
dare you, climate denier?
Well, how is it that these horses can survive? Here's the other thing: is just let's just take it out of the whole climate change thing for just a moment.
Sure.
How is it that these horses, these wild, beautiful horses, are able to withstand a hurricane on the beach? By the way, they are on the sand as it comes at them. Okay.
Yeah.
How can they survive and they be okay? But humans, who have invented, air travel, who have gone to the moon, who have invented technology beyond any kind of who have domesticated
Right.
animals, all of these things, have done
Yes.
all of this stuff.
Yes.
We, as humans, are too stupid to be able to weather a little hurricane,
Well-
but horses
Well,
standing on the sand at the ocean,
Can I finish?
they're cool.
can I finish?
Sure.
Can I finish?
Maybe this will get tied up.
All right. So
Maybe.
Well, remember, it says that they've learned from their ancestors. Okay. Their other ancestor horses. Okay. And because their ancestor horses have been doing this for 500 years, they've learned that they can bury themselves together in like a big huddle, put their butts to the wind. Mm-hmm. It may be a big pain in the butt, but there's a lot of butts there.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, they're fine.
Again, they're horses.
Okay.
They just run
They-
up and down the beach.
Yeah, they
and
huddle,
they
they
eat
huddle
stuff.
together, dude.
Yeah, I got that.
Huddle together. Huddling.
If they can survive, how is it that humans then can't because of climate change?
I don't know, but you know what? Speaking of beaches, you guys need to check out some combat flip flops.
Because nothing says a beach like combat flip-flops.
Nothing says a beach like
And
combat.
you know what? Labor Day is past. Technically, summer is over.
But that still means you need flip flops for the house
Now's the time to get them.
because they're probably going to be on sale soon.
Ding.
That's right. Combat Flip Flops is an amazing company. Not only do they build communities, not only do they fund women's education, not only do they go to war-torn areas, build their stuff, and give people jobs and opportunities, but they also teach commerce. They fund educational services for everybody. All of the rest of it. If you would like to be part of the change that is Combat Flip Flops, go check them out. CombatFlipFlops.com. It's CombatFlipFlops.com. Use the promo code DEFENDER25, and you can get 25% off on your first purchase. Defender25, first purchase, get you 25% off. Doc Thompson got run over by an
Wow.
Amtrak. Strange that you were spending so much time talking about horses when I recommended what Sig and I call horse jizz for sore muscles, which was down below. It says, seriously, a serious suggestion, Stephen. Go to a farm surplus tractor supply store and get yourself a bottle of Absorbine muscle ligament for horses.
You know what's funny is apparently the horse products, like straight up horse products, like the shampoo and conditioner,
Like horse
for the
tranks.
no, well that too. Everything for horses apparently is like better for humans than
Because it's really strong. It's just a really strong version of
oh,
it.
I guess because it's
Yeah.
because like I've seen was it mane and tail. My mom used to use that junk because she had hair like forever.
And it
was-
made it completely perfectly shiny,
It
right?
did. It did. It was actually kind of weird. And
Thank you, Peekaboo.
oh, good lord.
Butts in the wind. All we have is butts to the wind. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Butts in the wind.
See, now we need a guy that does everything in minor key.
Oh, that's depressing.
I was showing Dylan like the songs. Like this one guy, he on YouTube, all he does is he takes normal songs and rewrites them in minor key. Does the entire song, and man, is it depressing. Every song just makes you literally want to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which one it is. Fireworks, suicide, you know? I Will Always Love You, suicide.
It is. It's
I Did It My Way from Frank Sinatra, suicide.
Fireworks by Katy Perry. I wanted to take a cheese grater and slice my wrists.
That's just how
it was
goes.
so bad.
It's so good, though.
I mean, I get it. Like the guy is like, it was a good singer. It was very talented.
Yeah,
But
very talented.
After about like fourth or fifth bar, you're like, oh dear Lord, I'm seriously reevaluating my life choices. It was, you just wanted to cry, and not like in a good way, but in a God help me, what's wrong with me?
So apparently on the D Live setup,
Yes.
Lady Liberty is over there busting the entire chat down with tons and tons of messages. There's tons of them, and they're all in place. So none of them really make any sense just on their own. I apologize, but keep going. Thank you.
Love it.
Love it.
That's what we do, man. That's what.
Oh gosh.
We
So
do.
just as a little teaser, I mean, so we were talking about horses and we were talking about global warming, and you mentioned you haven't mentioned the Bernie Sanders yet, but
Not
Bernie
yet.
Sanders.
We don't have time, do we?
No,
Are we
well,
ready?
just mentioning the Bernie
Oh, okay.
Sanders. Bernie Sanders
Bernie Sanders.
apparently wants to save the future generation from global climate change by instituting a policy of limiting the amount of children people can have in poor areas.
Sounds like China. Doesn't it?
Kind of does.
Kind of does.
Kinda
The whole.
does.
I had somebody ask me that the other day at work.
What's that?
Like what I thought about with when it came to like, would I be okay with it? Because we were talking about abortion, and
Would you be okay with what?
well, it was because I said, well, what do we do? Like, how come we don't do anything on the preventative end? I've always said that. How come we don't, catch it in the front end instead of at the? I know. And he said that we were talking about it. He's like, so what if it got to a point where they had like a licensing or a litmus test to have a child, and B, what if the government, what if we got to a point where you're only allowed to have so many or a certain number?
right.
And I was like, well, we're not near like China. I don't agree with, but
We ain't
technically
China.
I can understand China because technically China is literally busting at the seams as far as how many people are in its borders. Okay? I don't agree with it and I don't like it, but at least I can logically kind of Danny Gans through that. America is so far from it right now.
Oh, sorry, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at a tweet. We're gonna read that over the break.
Oh
here.
my God.
We're gonna read that over the break.
Yes.
We'll be right back right after this.
Oh, that is so good.
Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak.
You
Today
won.
he is
You
on
win.
point. He is on point today.
Oh
He
my
wins
God, you win.
Dylan, did you know that Helen Keller said that A Cheese Grater was the most violent book she'd ever read? I can't.
That's almost as funny as that meme of Helen Keller with the dog, and it's like, look, this is her cat Mittens.
Oh, it kind of reminds me of Weird Al's song "All About the Pitiums."
All
you know?
about the.
You're just about as useless as JPEGs to Helen Keller.
Yes. Poor Helen Keller. She did so much. It was so awesome.
Dude,
and
she
yet,
did so well for herself.
she
I
is
mean,
the literal butt of jokes.
It's
It's so
just so
sad.
bad.
So sad. Bless her heart.
Mm.
Well, she's dead now, but rest in peace. That's maybe
that's
the
the
way.
best way to go.
That's
Wow, that was both mean, cruel, and also
and
wonderful.
amazing.
It was so good.
Oh, there, yeah, stay.
Stay fresh cheese bags.
Yeah, that's actually my. You know, it's funny you put that there. Me and my sisters, we saw that very same meme on Facebook, and we've started. That's how we address each other now, or whenever we leave.
Cheese bags.
No, stay fresh cheese bags when
Oh,
we leave.
nice.
Yeah,
That's good times.
it is.
That's cool.
There's nothing like sibling, I don't know, camaraderie or whatever. I don't know what you call it.
Camaraderie.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you would call it. Togetherness, whatever.
Yeah. Together.
You and me and you, both of us together.
Yes. Donna is asking the front end. Is that like the front hole? Yes, pretty much.
Kind of.
Right there.
It's a little bit.
I think it's slightly higher.
Just a
All right.
tad.
Cause you are the wind beneath my wings.
No. No. Really, of all the things we could have came back with, that was it?
Well, it's because of the next story.
Oh,
See?
segueing. I got it. That's fine.
It was between the last two stories.
okay.
That was a taint between the two
That
stories.
was I got it.
Thank you.
Defenders Live, Mojo 50,
He seems sad now.
DOAEshow.com, Mojo50.com. Check us out on all the social medias at DOAE Show. Make sure you follow us, like, and share these things. And when you share them, again, as I've started to find out, the trick to this thing is when you share these things, when you share the video, we share the stuff, make sure you share it as a watch party, please, because I have found out it tends to work a little bit better around the Facebook algorithm.
Algorithm.
Algorithm. And it.
FUV.
Well, I was trying to do Tom Brokaw, but yeah.
Al Gore rhythms.
Yeah. He made the internet.
I see.
But when you do that, it spikes things, and we tend to get a little bit more oomph.
Yeah.
So just as a tip, if you share it, do it as a watch party.
That way it spikes our punch.
Yes,
And
because
everybody's
everyone
happier.
needs some spike punch.
That's right. That's right. So,
Back to the story.
Will Witt, who is from PragerU.
Not Will Wheaton.
No, not Will Wheaton. Will Witt. He is from PragerU. He decided to go onto campus, and we've got some audio that I want you to hear. This is him doing some interview stuff.
What's up, guys? This is Will Witt with PragerU. Today we're in Echo Park where we have a petition to stop the killing of eagles, stop the destruction of eagle eggs, but then we're asking them to sign a petition to stop the killing of babies. See how it goes. We have a petition to stop the killing of eagles, like eagle eggs. People disturb them or they destroy them. These eagles haven't been born yet, like they have rights, everything. Like we don't think that they should be harmed or there should be harsher penalties for those kind of things. Would you guys agree?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. If you guys agree, we have a pen right here.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
Don't kill eagles.
Yeah, don't kill eagles, right? Eagles
What
have
the
rights
heck?
too. So here's a pen.
Eagles are people too.
Yeah, eagles are people too.
Sign printed name.
That's fine.
Eagles are
That's fine, don't
people
worry
too?
about it.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
double
right.
signature.
That's
I
right.
had like 3 White Claws today. Oh my god, how fun!
my God.
I had like 3 White Claws to that. Oh my god.
All right, now you sign it.
Oh
so I
my
didn't know if you guys
Oh
would
my
want
God.
to sign for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely.
for sure. You know, when you curse, then do it for sure. You know it's.
You saved the
beep.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you. Thank you so
legit.
much. And we actually,
Oh.
let me just talk to you real quick. We have one other petition about stopping the killing of humans too,
Oh my god.
like babies. Stop the killing of babies.
I hate
Like you-
killing of babies.
Right? Like you
my
hate, you
God.
hate
Oh my
abortion.
Oh my god.
You
Give me
wanna
another
protect
White
their
Claw.
rights too, even though being like unborn.
Wait,
so I know if you would
I
want
don't
to.
agree with that.
You don't agree with that?
No, I'm like I'm pro-abortion. Sorry.
Oh, fair enough. Why do you
Is this awkward now?
Fair enough.
Oh no, I
Like-
don't agree.
you don't agree?
I fully support abortion.
Why do you support not the killing of unborn eagles, but the killing of unborn,
Unborn
children?
human.
I think it's the mother's decision.
I feel like anyone can make their own decision about their body.
I think because there's specific like rape isn't considered when you're talking of like
Yes, it is.
eagles aren't raped.
I think.
How do
that's
you
true.
know?
A
Wait.
human woman should have more rights probably than a bald eagle.
You-
Yeah.
Okay.
Abortion.
Thanks.
What the?
But babies are gross.
Say babies are gross.
Yes.
Baby birds
Well,
are
it's
gross
just
too.
like, you know what it does to your body? You're not a woman, so you'd have no idea. There's precautions against that.
There are.
Yeah,
there are.
2019. Take birth control. Use condoms. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of things get
She is so
overlooked when we're
drunk.
talking about people because
Give me
we
your
have
keys,
consciousness.
Julie. You're
Yeah,
drunk.
fair. Do eagles have consciousness?
I don't know. I've never talked to an eagle.
But you
That's
just
fair.
said that
I
eagles
don't
are
think
people
eagles
too.
have a lot of opinions.
She did.
I don't think so either. That's okay. All right, guys, so we just finished up here, and we found that a lot of the people who we talked to at the beginning of our interview with them didn't really like us at the end of our interview with them, which is okay. Got some good educational stuff, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. Like this video, comment.
Yeah, dude. So, people who liked him in the beginning didn't like him in the beginning. Wait,
Didn't like him in the end.
I-
Yeah.
who's shocking?
Oh,
Color me shocked
right.
because, you know, it's okay to not kill a defenseless baby eagle,
That's right.
but a defenseless baby human. Well,
Oh,
that's the
kill that.
mother's choice.
Kill that thing. That's ew. They're so nasty.
You know God. So, you're telling me then technically that if a mother bald eagle,
Mm-hmm.
let's say something happens,
She doesn't want the babies.
pushes the egg out of the nest, or
they're
stomps
good-
on it by accident,
They're good with that.
That's okay.
They're
That's-
fine. Yeah,
that's
they're fine with that.
because it was the mother's choice.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
What if it's the father that accidentally did it?
Mm.
Like the daddy bald eagle comes
Daddy
back
Bald
in
Eagle
and
said, "I don't want these babies."
yeah,
Pecks him to death.
pecks him to death. Look what you did to my wife. Her body will never be the same.
Except for they don't.
It never
They
did.
don't work.
Doesn't
They don't
work
work
that
like
way.
for
I got that,
birds. They
but
don't.
that you don't know.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't know that.
do know that.
She said that the one lady said that eagles were people too, and then had no idea if they had consciousness or not.
Well, how can
So,
they be people too if they don't have? I mean,
I'm asking you.
I'm
You're-
asking you, sir.
This is just
You brought up the conversation of eagles are people too,
I'm regurgitating the vomit that came out of that delightful individual.
which is what eagles do for their babies.
Yeah, see, that's why I
Oh.
did it. I watched the Mutual of Omaha nature show back in the 90s, 80s, and 90s.
National Geographic taught me what babies did.
No, it was the Wild Wild World of Animals.
Mm,
The Wild Kingdom. The-
nowadays they have cartoons that tell you that they're called the Wildcrats.
Oh God! Oh yeah, those guys that transform into whatever
yeah,
it is.
exactly.
It's because of some robotic
Yeah,
shell. Yeah,
yeah.
weird. I still would much rather. I like the old animal shows better. To watch the. And there he is in the Serengeti. It's morning on the 3rd. Been trekking for 4 days. We finally, the mother hyenas cuddle around their pups.
Right.
And and it's that kind, and you see it and
It's actually a guy on safari with
Yes.
a camera on his back.
yes, and you know that they've spliced
I've
different ones
eaten-
together because
I've
it's
eaten nothing but ants in bark for 3 days.
And on moments I've gotten lucky, I've had dirt. It's, yeah. And you watch it, you can see different clips, and you know that he's just spliced it from different expeditions because it's different backgrounds and different landscape, but they try to make it all look, it's close enough. It's a desert. What the hell cares?
Mm-hmm. It's true.
It's
See, here you go. Zig, Z-Zim.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever heard a bald eagle talk, Steven? No. Then how do you know for sure they can't?
I haven't. I don't know anything about anything.
He also added in that Wildcrats are okay, but Steve Irwin was so much better.
Well, that's what. But did you notice that? Like once Steve Irwin died, like the nature shows, like
they just went away.
As legit animal handling nature shows,
They
went away.
Yeah,
and it became let's do cartoons, which are fine. I just I won't watch them.
Yeah,
but I remember as a kid we would sit down. That was the best part of like a Saturday night, 7 o'clock on PBS.
Yes,
I think if I remember correctly.
Speaking of wild horses and animal handling,
Elizabeth
Warren is back in the news.
That's one animal you don't want to handle.
Hi, how are you?
Anyway,
she's a little ho-hum.
She's so Warren blames fossil fuel industry for distracting voters.
With?
Are you ready for this? I don't think you are because I'm still reading this and I'm not ready for this.
All right. I think. Hold on. Well, let me make sure. Okay.
Are you ready?
No, hold on. With
hamburgers and straws. Yes.
Are you
Can
we let her explain in her own words?
Oh, please do.
Okay, let me just let her explain it.
I couldn't do it
justice. The president announced plans to roll back energy-saving light bulbs, and he wants to reintroduce 4 different kinds.
Stop.
Which I'm not going to burden you with, but one of them is.
He wants to roll back the light bulbs.
Because they're more expensive. They're deadlier for us in particular. Talking about CFLs in particular.
CFLs, yeah.
CFLs are deadly.
Yes.
You have to supposedly call hazmat if they break. You know,
they have mercury in them. People.
They cost a hell of a lot more.
They don't last as long.
They do last longer.
No.
Than regular incandescents.
Nope.
Regular incandescents.
Nope.
Yes, they do.
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
But anyway,
I deny it.
They're like 7 times the price, and that's the worst thing.
And I don't. I've never in the lighting. So who remembers like the real classic incandescent light bulb?
Oh, it was so
that
good.
Soft, warm light. It was nice.
That nice, warm, bright orange.
Yeah, even the white one, even the white air quotes white bright was still. It was comforting. It was nice. The CFL crap you get now, it's like being in an operating room.
Actually, they're preferred for like the white lights that we have.
Yeah, I know.
And so that's the one
because it's supposed to be pure, and I got that, but
they burn like you can tell we look whited out like crazy because of it.
I ride a motorcycle. I'm tan, but I look like I'm Casper.
Yeah, so do I. But that's all right. Anyway, continuing on.
Shaped ones, and those are a favorite for a lot of people, by the way. But do you think that the government should be in the business of telling you what kind of light bulb you can have?
Oh, come on, give me a break.
Oh, come on, give me a break.
You know.
Yes?
No.
Hold on. That was her trying to say. She almost said yes. I would tell you what to do.
Yeah, she almost said it.
Almost said
There
it.
are a lot of ways that we try to change our energy consumption and our pollution. And
what?
There are ways.
Yes.
There's things that people do. I choose to do certain things. Steven will do certain things. There's things some people recycle, some people reuse. I've got water bottles. I bought like the down here in the South we have Deer Park, but it's giant liter or whatever the heck it is.
Sure.
Bottle of water.
Yes.
I've got 3 of them that have been rolling around in my
and you've
van.
reused those bottles.
I will fill up all 3 of them with water, and I carry them with me to work.
Yes.
That's part of my thing. And if they get worn out, then I throw them away and I get a new one. That's what I do. That's called being responsible. I can do that on my own.
Right.
The simple answer, Lizzie, is no. The government's business is not to be in that business of telling me what the hell to do with CFLs.
That is the easy answer.
Anything.
Sure. Yes.
But she isn't going to go for easy, is she?
No.
No.
Oh,
She's never easy.
No.
God bless all of those ways. Some of it is with light bulbs, some of it is on straws, some of it. bangs on cheeseburgers, right?
What?
There are a lot of different pieces to this, and I get that people are trying to find the part that they can work on and what can they do, and I'm in favor of that, and I'm going to help and I'm going to support. But understand, this is exactly what the fossil fuel industry hopes we're all talking about.
What?
That's what,
What?
they want us to talk about.
What?
Sorry?
They want us to talk
Talk
about
about
what?
what? That-
Exactly.
You mean the same crap that Beto O'Rourke and
Buttigieg
have been talking about constantly?
You know,
that stuff?
The we're going to take your guns because you are incapable of protecting
anything
yourself
with
and
your
doing it
guns?
right.
Right. That
You're
thing?
going to take away straws and meat because if you have those things, you're part of the climate change problem.
Because of the turtles.
Yeah. But okay, see that going back, and I know we shouldn't go back to that, but I am real fast. That's part of what confuses me with the whole horse thing. So horses can for at least 500 years have been able to weather hurricanes on the beach, but turtles. One turtle was found with a straw in his nose. One turtle.
One.
And they turn around and we can't have straws now? Shut up.
Well, one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
Yeah, but two could be as sad as one.
It is the loneliest number since the number one.
Yeah.
This is your problem. They want to be able to stir up a lot of controversy around your light bulbs, around your straws, and around your cheeseburgers.
Says the
When
woman.
70%.
Hold on. We'll go back that up just a hair. Says the woman who is currently sitting here not answering the damn question.
Bulbs around your straws and around your cheeseburgers.
Right.
When 70% of the pollution, of the carbon that we're throwing into the air comes from 3 industries, and we can set our targets and say by 2028, 2030, and 2035, no more. Think about that. Right there. Now,
Stop.
the other 30.
Who's we?
Who's we?
Who's we? Are you talking about America or are you talking about the whole world?
So what you're saying is the government should be involved in telling us what we can and cannot have.
Here's it is because here's the deal. When the fossil fuels as she talks about, guys, I don't. In case you're confused on that, that goes as simple as the gasoline that goes in your car, but it is a lot more than that. But let's just start there for just a moment. The gasoline in your car.
Yes.
Now, I don't know where a lot of you live. I know where I live. And for me, I have to drive. I commute an hour one way to work every morning. If you were to turn around and get rid of fossil fuels, I have nothing to drive, which means I don't get to go to work, which means I don't pay my bills, which means I don't have a house, which means I can't live.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you do then?
You'd have to rely on the government.
To do what? Again, I have an hour commute. There is no mass transit that'll go that far unless I'm paying for Greyhound. And the Greyhound bus station that used to be here is gone now. They shut it down.
Yes.
So what the hell am I supposed to do? That's just gasoline, and that's just a very small, single, one direction kind of way of looking at it.
So glad I don't know any One Direction songs right now.
I know.
So glad I don't.
Poor Harry. But anyway, I just you're the very thing that you're accusing these people of doing, the fossil fuel industries, lady, you're doing it right now.
Mm-hmm.
You think that you should have the right to propagandize and scare people and make them think, oh, these horrible people are out to get you, but I will save you.
The horrible people.
It's all relative to the size of your steeple.
That's right. Speaking of steeples and the size of which, because of these horribleness, folks.
Whoa.
Maybe
you
should invest your time and energy into getting Patriot Mobile.
Really? Patriot Mobile?
Patriot
Mobile.
Patriot Mobile? Like the Patriot Mobile. You really should.
I really well, tell me why I should, because what's funny is I was on the phone today and a couple times and it was said by at least one person that my current service, which is not Patriot Mobile, happened to be saying that they can talk to me any other time or talk to anybody else, have no problems when they talk to me, it's all grainy. If I do FaceTime, it's pixelated. It's always crappy signal.
All the time. Yeah.
It's always bad. And what? So Patriot Mobile's not like that, huh?
No, actually, they have pretty reliable service.
Really?
Yeah, terribly odd though. You know, because I know who you have.
Yes, because it used to be who you had.
Right. And the funny thing is, I switched to Patriot Mobile, who uses similar towers.
Yep.
Or uses the same towers, but they somehow have better signal.
So the same towers, same thing, better signal.
Better signal.
Oh.
So not only do they have great nationwide coverage, but they're also providing support to things that you love. What do we mean by that? Well, First and Second Amendments. You know, your family, the pro-life organizations, protecting the sovereignty of our nation, as well as also stopping people at the border. If you have values in that notion, maybe you should be providing getting your services provided for your cell phone by Patriot Mobile. They're an amazing company. Plus, right now, if you go check them out over at patriotmobile.com/mojo50 or calling them at 1-877-367-7524. That's patriotmobile.com/mojo50 or call them at 1-877-367-7524. You can get this reliable nationwide service with unlimited talk and text for as low as $25 a month. Plus, you can get the Moto Z3 Play for only $5 a month. It's amazing. It's $180 off. Go check them out today. patriotmobile.com/mojo50 or call them at 1-877-367-7524. Tell them that Mojo sent you. That way they know that we did. What?
I'm reading Twitter.
What?
It's my fault. I got way behind on not reading Twitter. Doc Thompson got ran over by an Amtrak is
No, we aren't scared of the Helen Keller jokes.
No, we're not. I mean, he already won the internet. I don't know.
You did it already.
It's
all
already
right?
there. The bar has been set. It's I'm sorry, but that's amazing. Let's just say that there's a picture.
Yes.
That explains why the turtle was found with a straw
in his nose.
In his nose.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Apparently, he had a wild night the night before, and
oh, what a night!
Oh, what a night! Yeah. Yeah, apparently is very fond of the LED lighting. I like some of them too. You can get them to look and feel like fluorescents, but
true,
it's still not the same. I remember when you can go get like literally a case of incandescent light bulbs, like 600 light bulbs for $1.50.
Yes,
I miss those days, man. You got done and you would, it suddenly didn't light up. You pulled it off and jing-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, and you knew it was. God, I miss those days. That's wow. So far behind on this.
So far behind. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Because you know what time it is?
Tool time.
No.
Oh.
You know what time it is?
I know. I do know what time it is. This was interesting.
Are you ready, kids? Thank you. That actually worked out well.
I know. Which is ironic because you can't stand it.
I hate it.
So we stumbled on this. I saw it first, and then there was a couple of other articles that referenced it. So we figured we should come back and talk about this one it probably end up being the rest of the show, but we hope not. There's an article that was in the Atlantic by one Jamel Hill. It's time for black athletes to leave white colleges.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They attract money and attention to predominantly white universities that showcase them, while HBCUs struggle. What would happen if they collectively decided to go to black schools? Does anybody have a problem with just that first little bit?
I do.
Anything that sticks out? Yes,
I do.
Stephen. Yes.
Jamel Hill, are you saying that black people should self-segregate?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good one. That's not what I was thinking of, but that's a good one. We can add that to that list.
Let's add it to the list.
That's on the list.
Dylan Lyles, Mojo.
Yes, I was sitting here thinking, what about the fact that they say predominantly white universities, so that means that only white people go to these universities.
Well, predominantly.
No, but does that mean only white people go to these universities? Because you could play the whole predominantly thing all you want to, because I can tell you now the HBCUs, which are the historically black college universities, only black people go to.
Oh, really?
Yes. Well, not only. Predominantly. When I say predominantly, it's mostly like I don't think they allow white people in there. Seriously, right hand to God. They're. I have not. I could be wrong.
No, remember who they don't allow in there are Asians.
That's right.
They don't allow Asians. Into Harvard and Yale because Asians have too good of scores, and they don't want too many Asians because it's going to throw off their numbers for black people.
And it also manipulates the curve in the classroom, but
it throws off the curve.
It does, that freaking learning curve. Anyway, in the summer of 2018, Kayvon Thibodeau. And I don't speak French, so I'm assuming it's Thibodeau. Thibodeaux. Thibodeau.
Wait, where?
Right there. Kayvon Thibodeau, right?
Basically, yes.
That's as close to the French thing I'm getting.
That's all you're getting.
Anyway, it was ranked as the top high school football player in America. Visited Florida A&M University in Tallahassee. When a player of Thibodeau's caliber visits a perennial football, son of a motherless puss bucket.
Good man, you got it.
Football power, say Alabama, it's called Wednesday. But when he visits a historically black college or university like Florida A&M, it threatens to crack the foundation on which money-making edifices of college sports rests.
Not really. You're making a bigger thing about this than anybody else, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's going to the college that's paying him the most in either scholarships or funds in the whatever is going on. Look, so I have a friend, I have a coworker. His son plays baseball.
Yep.
And his son was tracked out by like 10 different colleges, all of them really good colleges, all amazing colleges. And yet he went to West Virginia because they gave the best stuff for him, the best benefit overall.
Was he a white guy or black guy?
He's white.
Nah. See, it's a white guy going to West Virginia.
But it's also baseball.
Oh, I see. Still. It's still. My problem with this, and we could go into this, is a very lengthy thing, and I'm going to touch on more stuff here in a minute. But the key that I'm having a problem with is this whole
very
historically black colleges as opposed to the predominantly white. Why? And I've done this before when it comes to they're trying to certain curriculums in California, trying to teach LGBT curriculum and push this stuff. What does that have to do with anything? Whether or not it is what happened to just having schools?
Yeah.
How is it that they're going to turn around and spend in the local community, they're going to push and raise hell and whine and complain all the way down the line, that all these people, we need to have this integrations, these poor black kids aren't getting as good at schools. They need to be able to go into these, with all these white kids where it's great and blah, 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 blah. And then they get to college where, yes, the air quotes predominantly white colleges.
Sure.
Make more money because that was how the system was ran. They did get ahead. Yes. Because of, I say get ahead, not get, stop it. They did. And it was because of the way that the shift was at the time. There was bias. There was a way that, the black community was being screwed over royally. And I got that. And now that these air quotes predominantly white colleges are in front and make more money. And you're right, they do. But you can't turn around and fault them now.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? They've built to this point, so they can offer more.
Did they build this city on rock and roll?
They did.
Oh, good.
They did.
Good.
They did.
Thank you.
Look, every time you do that, it throws me off.
I had to do that because I actually need to get one more commercial in.
Hurry up.
I had to run it through. Look, go check out Atrantil. That's Atrantil, which is also lovemytummy.com/mojo. Lovemytummy.com/mojo is the place to go to get your Atrantil. What is it for? It is for your gut health. Do you have problems pooping? Do you need more energy during the day? Maybe you have pain in your body in weird places. This might be able to help, actually.
Possibly.
It could potentially help.
Depends on what spot you're having the problem with.
See, polyphenol, Atrantil is a blend of polyphenols that helps your gut health regulate the rest of your body, especially inside of your intestines.
Yeah,
And when it does that, it actually helps the rest of your body feel better all over the place.
Yes.
It's great because
You should be getting some right now.
When your gut health works, the rest of your body works better. Go get some today. It is lovemytummy.com/mojo. lovemytummy.com/mojo.
Damn it.
I know.
I still wanted to get further, and
I
I may have to seriously hold on to this for tomorrow.
Maybe.
Because there's this bothers me
May
to
have to-
absolutely no end.
Are you going to pull a mulligan here?
Might.
All right.
I'm gonna pull something.
Uh-huh. Just hopefully it's not your spleen.
Oh,
All right.
It's just nasty.
Anyway, let's get to the bell counts of the day. How about it?
Let's do it.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm Leprechaun, and here with your bell count grade for the day. Today we had 9 missed innuendo bells, 43 actual bells, 4 AOCs, and 3 rim shots. Giving us a grade of A for the day. Peace out and good night, y'all.
Yay!
Hey, we had an A for the day. Yay!
Because we're that awesome.
That's DOAEshow.com. DOAEshow.com.
Also, mojo50.com. Find us all on all the social medias at at DOAE Show.
Yes, we're all at DOA shows. Also, go to iHeartRadio. We're
Please.
there at Mojo50 radio station. It's right there. It's a streaming live all the time. We are on every night.
Yes.
Monday through Friday.
9 p.m. Eastern.
9 p.m. Eastern.
And we will see y'all tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Free Speech Friday.
Ooh.
See you then.
You can call in.
Bye. Bye.